$1,000 to build it.
What's this bullshit? What's going on here? I thought we were having a reasonable discussion. That's not the real Cenk. That's bullshit. I'm the real Cenk over here. This is supposed to happen on the J W married.
Okay, this is Stephen
This
Crowder.
guy, this isn't the real Cenk. You think you're a manager, it's not happening. It's bullshit. You get my spot the panel.
Okay, so this is
Okay.
This is not a friend of mine.
What he does, okay?
This is what he
He's
does.
doing an impression, and then you know that's bullshit. Okay?
Okay.
Right? So I do this homophobic stuff too, right? I go, and then I go, like, you're a homophobe! But really, I guess you
So
All right, folks. Well, today we got to talk about everyone's favorite Democrat presidential candidate, Cenk Uygur. So yes, it is another one of those videos. Although, in total fairness, I gotta be real with you guys. Today's video is going to be semi-defending Cenk because he is currently under fire from the left, from the TYT fan base, for actually saying something for once in his life that was not completely stupid and ridiculous. The guy actually said something normal, and we know that is a highly punishable and treasonous offense on the left, and so they are very mad at him for this. We'll give you the whole story, but first, what exactly did Cenk Uygur say that made the progressives on Twitter so mad? Well, it all started when he and Anna Kasparian, who we know is having a great transformation at the moment, actually said that it's hypocritical to say you're for defunding the police as a politician and also simultaneously hiring private security, right? So it's hypocritical to be against police protecting normal citizens, or better yet, honestly, more effective, citizens being able to carry guns to defend themselves, but you simultaneously are hiring private security. The politician in question here is one Democrat Congresswoman Cori Bush. She is, part of the squad. She's one of those far left characters. And Cenk Uygur calls her out, and check it out. It's actually it's not a crazy take by any means. I'm not giving the guy the highest praise in the world for just saying something that's fairly common sense, but it does deserve noting when you realize just how mad his own fans were at him for this. But check out what Cenk and Anna said about this.
In terms of the need for security, I get it. Look, we get crazy threats, etc., all the time. She's a member of Congress. She wants to feel safer. Okay. She's one of the leaders of the Defund the Police movement.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a little bit of irony there?
Yes.
Yes. So now, look, guys, you could say full-blown irony, or you could say half irony, because yes, but she's worried that the police are abusing the citizens, and in her case, clearly she's hiring security to protect her. And if the cops acted like that, maybe she might be in favor of them.
Yeah.
But is there a sense of irony here? No protection for you, but protection for me? A little bit. No,
but
I'll come back to the others, but go ahead.
But I think it's really important to be fair to her, because while she is an advocate for defunding the police, she never said that she was against hiring private security. So in a situation in which you can't rely on police, just hire private security. It only costs hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Right, but you could just give it to your husband.
That's true. Okay. You could do that.
So now it sounds like.
So as you can see, right, they sort of took a shot at Cori Bush there. Cenk didn't really say anything all that harsh about it. All he basically said was that, hey, it's a little bit ironic, right? It's not really the best optics. It's not the best look, which he's right about. Now, I would take that a lot further than that. I would say there's a particular reason for that, right? She wants anarcho-tyranny. She does indeed want protection for me, but not for thee, right? So she essentially doesn't care if the average citizen is at the mercy of criminals. They're not able to defend themselves, nor are they able to rely on the police. But, okay, fair enough. Cenk Uygur called a spade for once. I don't see how anyone could disagree with that, right? And considering it's one of the most progressive voices in mainstream internet media who's saying it, who could possibly be all that mad? Well, folks, I don't think you understand the crazies and the lunacy that we are dealing with, okay? So, in response to Cenk saying that, and obviously Anna Kasparian sort of also brings up a point about the elitism, which is not everyone can afford private security. Check out what some of the left were saying about this, okay? So, This Twitter user here says, I think Anna Kasparian and Cenk Uygur should apologize to Cori Bush. There is zero hypocrisy. She receives threats like this daily. Basically, this leftist is saying, well, it's justified for her to hire private security because she is a congresswoman and she receives a lot of threats. Many of them are death threats. And that's the argument. Now, this user somehow thinks that this makes the case, or this somehow debunks Cenk Uygur's argument, but I think you totally miss the fact that this is exactly the point that Cenk and Anna are trying to make, right? Which is, yes, maybe they're not even trying to make it, but I will make this point, which is, yes, I do not deny that as a congresswoman of any political affiliation, but especially if you're controversial, I don't deny that, yes, she probably does have reason to fear for her life. Yes, there are absolutely people out there that send her threats, as people send conservatives threats as well. It's a sad reality of the internet in the modern world, but that is how it goes. I've received threats myself. It is what it is. No one is here to play victim about it. It's sort of a part of being in the game. And yes, you should be able to protect yourself against those threats. The difference is what Cenk is trying to say, what especially Anna is trying to say, is not denying that Cori Bush gets threats against her, not denying that she is in a position where her life may be in danger. The point is, in your situation, you hire private security, but in the situation that regular Americans need the protection, right? I got threats against my life. I can't afford private security, right? The response is basically that you are completely on your own, right? Because you guys don't want us to be able to carry guns. You know, you're so against the concealed carry movement, and, you know, progressive states try to make it as hard as possible to do that. And you're also against the police. So I don't get what the point they're trying to make there. That actually just proves everyone else's point, which is a lot of Americans are in danger for a lot of different reasons. Not just Americans who speak up about politics. Think about, you know, people who live in the inner city. You want to talk about Black Lives Matter and all that stuff. Well, where's their defense against gang violence, against robbery, against the mass crime that happens in their neighborhoods? Oh, nothing, because you don't have police. You're not allowed to have a gun either. That's the point that Cenk is trying to make. Cenk Uygur is trying to make a point here, and you don't understand. But no, it's very true, right? It's very true. Just for the record, by the way, keep in mind that the person that they are defending, who is, of course, Cori Bush, is currently under investigation by the Biden DOJ. Okay, so I understand that, you know, you can't always trust this current DOJ. They're certainly out for a political agenda. And you could maybe make the argument that, well, she's a progressive, so they don't like her. But let's also be real here. It's probably because she genuinely screwed up, and she is currently under investigation for misusing campaign dollars on security and on a lot of other different things. So, you know, I just find that kind of hilarious too. These are the progressives. They claim they're all about campaign finance reform and the corrupt corporate Democrats, but they're defending a politician who clearly is an elitist, clearly is just as corrupt as the rest of them. And, you know, it is what it is. Just going to point that out on the note of Cori Bush. Anyways, folks, let's read some of these comments here, because I need to explain to you, this is not just one Twitter user who is mad at Cenk and Anna, okay? He is getting mercilessly attacked in this comment section, okay? So, you know, here's a couple of these takes, okay? So this person right here says, it's just racism. Okay, you guys got that? Apparently Cenk Uygur and Anna Kasparian are racist for saying that. There may be a little bit of irony in Cori Bush saying defund the police, gun control, and then, you know, hiring private security. It's only because she's black, guys. It's only because she's black. That's the reason you're criticizing her. How dare you criticize Cori Bush? Hey, is the Biden DOJ racist as well for investigating her for campaign finance violations? I'd have to assume so. Okay. So here we go. We continue on. You know, this guy says, I haven't paid attention to this, but unless she's paying someone for nothing, illegally dipping, I don't think I care about paying for security, even a lot of it. It doesn't correlate with defunding cops. Cops are still bad. Again, though, folks, okay, I get it. I'm not actually attacking Cori Bush for hiring private security. That is justifiable in my opinion. what we are both, okay? I can't believe it. This is Infinity War or some, I don't know. So for some reason, me and Cenk Uygur are teaming up at the current moment. The point we are making, and especially what Anna said there, is the average citizen whose life may be in danger for a number of different reasons. We don't have that luxury. We don't have hundreds of thousands of dollars to spend on private security. And we are asking the question, where is the protection for us? Okay. But I guess not. I guess apparently Cori Bush is the only person in America whose life is in danger. And if anyone else has to deal with anything, for instance, Anna Kasparian, who got assaulted by that cracked out homeless guy in Los Angeles, that's on her. Yeah, screw her. You know, actually, that's not even real, right? Violence is not real unless it's against black progressives, apparently. This person says, I used to watch their show often, and I'm embarrassed about it. Cenk and Anna are too busy fighting a straw man. They know it's wrong. They know that defund the police wasn't about abolishing the police. I'm not surprised they have adopted the right-wing perspective. So that is the accusation. Apparently, Cenk and Anna are both now right-wingers for saying it's a little weird to have private security when you're so against the police. Okay, so those are just a couple of the replies here. Let's just read a few more. This Democrat, Socialist, Antifa, I don't know, whatever those flags are, says, who is TYT even for at this point? Wow. Their takes on crime and police are definitely oddly reactionary. For those of you who don't know, reactionary essentially means sort of like right wing in a way. Usually it's associated with being quote unquote far right. I don't take the word necessarily to mean that, but you understand what they're trying to say here, okay? How dare they say that? And then here you go with this person, okay? Pointing out what I said. He or she, okay, I don't know. This person says, Anna got scared by the one homeless person that one time, and she's been intolerable ever since, okay? So for the context there, for those people who don't know, a big reason why Anna Kasparian has moved a lot more toward the center, especially on the issue of crime, is living in Los Angeles. She basically got attacked by a homeless guy in her neighborhood one time. And, you know, like to Anna, I would say, what can I stand here and criticize you for saying, well, why didn't you support, the anti-crime stuff before? But I'm not actually here to do that, because in reality, a lot of us are sometimes have wrong ideas, oftentimes real life events, real life trauma. I know the left loves to use that word, but in this case, it's probably applicable, right? Is real trauma, real life trauma. A reality check can move us in the other direction. And so I give Anna a lot of props for that, even if she's not a conservative. Hey, at least she's moving towards the right ideas in some regards, right? Some progress is better than nothing. But their response is to downplay her trauma, right? They're here to say, well, you got attacked by a homeless person, and you were totally helpless and you could have died. How dare you allow that to inform your personal experience? Guys, don't you know crazy homeless people are not an issue in LA? That was just one anecdote. How dare you let that change your worldview? These people are just completely and utterly ridiculous, okay? What a stupid reply. What a stupid reply, okay? So I don't know. Is it going to take everyone to get harassed by cracked out homeless people for these people to, realize that it's an actual thing in America? I don't know. This person says, yeah, this was super gross. They were so condescending. I really don't. Yeah. How dare they be condescending to a powerful congresswoman who is misusing campaign finance funds to pay her husband and stuff like that. Whatever. I really don't understand this right swing by them. Yeah, guys, they're becoming right wingers because they called out a politician for bad optics. I think she's just fed up and jaded. Maybe he's feeling financial heat from losing members. It's sad. Really used to look up to them. All right. If that's what you guys want to say, I guess they're being totally disavowed by the characters on the left for this, which is hilarious. And also on that front, I will say this, we're going to dedicate our own video to it because I love doing this, but Anna Kasparian herself also right now is personally under fire. She's getting her own attacks for totally different reasons here, because she went out today and said that she thinks illegal immigrants who commit crimes, who commit crimes, okay? I think she was actually even referring to violent crimes. She said today that illegal immigrants who commit violent crimes should be deported. Okay, so that was her stance. I know, groundbreaking stance. So controversial, right? And a lot of their own fan base, once again, the left, the progressive left, quote unquote, we're also mad at her for that. And the cancel mob is coming for Anna over that personally as well. So, that is the state of these characters right now. As a conservative, you got to kind of sit back and watch and sort of just laugh at it all, because these people can't get out of their own way. They are so utterly ridiculous. And you notice this, even left-wing people, if they for once, stand up and try to say something that is actually true, you get quite a vitriolic reaction. In other Cenk Uygur news, though, maybe this is how he's going to save himself, maybe how he's going to rescue his reputation. Just wanted to talk about this, connect these two together. He says, I am appointing myself the Trump Czar of the Democratic Party. Okay, so keep that in mind. No one in the DNC respects Cenk Uygur, so no one appointed him that, but he's just appointing himself the Trump czar. He's trying to be the Democrat nominee, but clearly he knows that that is going to be a complete failure, so now he's shifting the goalposts. So, he tried to run for president when he was not eligible to be president because he's not even a citizen, and when that didn't work out, he's just going to try to give himself a new position that nobody else recognizes or allows, right? But he says, I am appointing myself the Trump czar of the Democrat Party. I got in the presidential race to force out Biden since I'm worried he can't beat Trump. But the whole point was to beat Trump. I'm now going to do that by being the toughest voice against Trump in the Democratic Party. Okay, so, Cenk Uygur, he really put the big boy pants on for this one, right? He's, I'm sure the Trump campaign right now is deeply in fear of this. Okay. We were cruising, folks. Trump is leading Biden in every single swing state. We were on track to say, listen, it's not going to be an easy election, but I think we got this. I think we can win. But all that was until Cenk Uygur appointed himself the Trump czar of the Democrat Party. I'm sure. Are you guys terrified? I'm sure everyone is terrified right now. Okay. Cenk Uygur is going to be rage pigging about Trump. The Trump campaign is deeply in fear of this, but I don't know. That's him trying to maybe salvage his reputation with the rest of the left, because obviously they're very unhappy with him for saying things that actually made a lick of sense. So yeah, there's the Cenk Uygur news of this week. It's frankly pretty hilarious to see the left cannibalize each other. And I guess it makes things easier for us, right? Whenever this happens, whenever Cenk Uygur or Anna Kasparian or Bill Maher or any of these characters, you notice when they try to stand up for once and say, guys, wait a minute, what are we doing? Like, that actually doesn't make sense. It's actually insane. You notice Bill Maher, very often, he basically gets out there and tries to tell the other Democrats. That's who he's really speaking to. He says, guys, look, all of this woke craziness is not going to help us in the election, right? Transgenders, men and women's sports is not a winning position for Democrats. And then what do the Democrats turn around and tell them? Instead of heeding that advice, they say, no, you're a transphobe. Screw Bill Maher. He's a conservative now. And it's like, okay, whatever. We enjoy it because we enjoy watching the left not be able to get out of its own way, right? It makes things easier for us because truly, let's be real, if the Democratic Party abandoned so many of their extreme positions, they would be a lot harder to beat in the election, right? They really would. But luckily, because they don't, it makes things a little easier for us. So we appreciate it. We love to see it. But yeah, with that said, folks, let me know your thoughts on the Cenk Uygur, Anna Kasparian drama. The left is not happy with them in the comment section down below. Let me know your thoughts on Cenk being appointed the Trump czar, because that's a position now. And yeah, until next time, be sure to leave a like on this video, folks. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And until next time, Alpha Moves Only. God bless. Have a very good day and peace.